So last year, I worked on a project with engineers at my school we called it the NASA gamification of astronaut balance training. And so I was making 3D assets for this game that was to help retrain astronauts of their balance when they came back to Earth after spending extended periods of time in space. And I didn't realize like that art and science could like overlap like that. Um, and so when my professor sent me the application for Psyche Inspired, I was like, well, I have to do that. Like that's it, like I'm so excited about what I did for this last project. Like I have to do that. So that's why I wanted to be part of Psyche Inspired. So I hope that people take away that I was really excited about all of the projects that I worked on. I mean, in each project, I feel like I was able to explore something different in 3D and just in science and with the mission to Psyche in general. Um, just I want people to know that I really enjoyed every project and that, yeah. I think my biggest takeaway was that it really cemented the idea for me that art and science didn't have to be two separate things and that they can actually work really well together. Um, like art is able to help break down really complicated scientific concepts and make it a lot more accessible to just like normal people who are not experts on science things. Um, and it just really like cemented that idea and let me keep working on furthering that idea. I think specifically with my third project, it was uh, the name is very long. It's one of the mission Psyche capstone projects. I was working with other students at my school. It's called Sample Return from Hypothesized Surfaces. And I was making a 3D visualization of their sample transport system for potential future mission to Psyche that would collect samples and their system would store them when they were being transported back to Earth. And so I made a visualization to show off what that system would look like when it is finished and how it would move and stuff. And so I think through that specific project, it helped me learn how to communicate with people in STEM and other disciplines that are different from my own. Um, and that's definitely something that I think is relevant to future careers for me, because I really want to be able to keep doing this. Yeah. I think my biggest piece of advice is to just be excited about the mission. I know for me, like, I hope it was apparent in my application for it, but I remember reading through all of the stuff about the mission and just the previous Psyche inspired projects and thinking that it was so cool and how I really wanted to be a part of that. And I wanted to show that through my application so people would see how excited that made me. So I think that's my biggest piece of advice.